And we go down like wake up in the morning, give God thanks and praise. Wake up in the morning, get my kids them breakfast and ready for the day. Good morning, good morning. Stop in and say good morning to me real fan them. Me say what gonna be the top fan this morning. Blessed morning to one and all. Resilient queen, wake up and give God thanks and praise. Let's get a little chatting today. So I be a chat, we are gonna chat right now. So we say roll up in here, roll up in here, and thank you for all who make it possible. Because if it wasn't for God, if it wasn't for you, if it wasn't for me, if it wasn't for consistency, persistency, it no matter if I one of you, it no matter if I two of you, it no matter if I three of you, as long as I'm showing up and doing what I got to do. Hey, I'm telling you, the Lord work in mysterious ways and I'm not giving up. This is my time to shine. This is my time to show. This is my time to keep going. Nothing never changed. This is who I am. I'm going to keep going. And I want everybody to keep going. Don't give up because the race for this life is not to stop. The race to the finish line is never to stop. Don't give up because a man say if you give up. Go harder because him don't know where harder look. So go harder and one day your result will pay off. You just remember, don't forget the man above. Because if it wasn't for him who wake you up every morning, like a 9 to 5, you wouldn't be here with a camera, with a phone, with a whatever you have to turn yourself on camera. And remember, you have to show up for yourself. Because if you don't show up for yourself, nobody now going to show up for you. Hey, good morning, people. Just a little rap, just a little introduction to show you your girl's skill. Your girl full of style and full of pattern. So she can come with anything you never knew where she can come with. Hey! But we say we are give God thanks and praise. Because sometimes we will feel like a failure. But that's alright. We gotta keep working. Sometimes we are gonna feel down, but that's alright. Sometimes we are gonna feel like we're up on the rooftop. Sometimes we are gonna feel like we have a drop top, crop top, the cars that they have with the and this somebody can do drop it, we call it drop top, crop top. Sometimes we go feel like a drop top, crop top. Sometimes we go feel, we not go feel ourselves. But sometimes when we feel ourselves, we go all out. We are gonna have big smile on my face. You are gonna have a bunch of things on my face. You are gonna cook, you are gonna wash, you are gonna clean, you are gonna this, you are gonna that. Hey. But listen, none of them that wouldn't be possible. None of it wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for the man above. So we have to get up every day, every night time before we go to bed. We have to pray. In the morning when we get up, we have to say, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Father God. Forgive we health and strength because without you, we would not be here this morning. So we have to say, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Say thank you, Father God, for shine look a light upon me. Thank you, Father God, for keep me going. See, as a single mother, sometimes me rough, but we not give up. Because the dream of life is never to give up. Because as soon as you give up, that's when the failure come. As soon as you give up, that's when the failure come. So me a go and work, me a go and give thanks. Me a go and work, me a go and give thanks. Because the whole aim of the game is never to give up. Once I give up, then everybody give up. So me not give up none at all. No matter what the circumstance may be, we not give up none at all. So running up in here, like we have a little chit chat. Because they tell us say life out you know easy. Sometimes you see a little man and he might try and he look like a bait. A bait knock him a get down. And you wonder why him a get all of this knock, but him don't know see Jesus dep on him side. Good morning, Leia, how are you? Leia is a sweetheart and a sweetie. Good morning, how are you? Good morning, Leia. Me there, a whole of mates and a whole of vibes. Say good afternoon, alright, good afternoon, you're the top fan. Good morning, Leia. How are you, baby girl? How are you? I am here. I am here. Say, I get up and I say, ah. So we have to learn to give God thanks and praise every morning we wake up. Without him, I wouldn't be here. It wouldn't be possible. So me know that from day one. But me say sometimes the pressure of life hit hard. And me not give up. Because as soon as I give up, that's when it start. As soon as I give up, that's it, that's it, that's it. So no give up no round here, no give up no round here. No give up no round here, no give up no round here. He says, sorry, it was afternoon in the in UK. Yeah man, yeah man. Yeah man, me no son sorry. I know you are ahead of me by far, by far. Yes, ma. How you doing today? Good afternoon to you. Good morning to the world. Good morning to whoever is gonna be watching this video. Wherever you are, I want to stop to say good morning to you all. And this is Resilient Queen. You say blinking autocorrect 100%. Okay. Leah, thank you so much. Okay. Good morning. Wake up in the morning, we have to give thanks and praise, you know. The pressure of life feel hurt sometimes. The pressure of life feel like you can't go. But we gotta keep going. I meant it. You meant it? Okay, thank you. Okay. So good morning. How you doing? How is England? How is the weather by you this day? How is it by you this day? How is the weather by you? How is the weather by you? Is the weather by? Oh, it's raining. Oh, it's kind of muggy right now, right here. It's muggy right now. It's muggy right now. It's muggy. It's muggy this morning, but I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Can't complain much. Can't complain much. Can't complain much. Can't complain much. But I want to talk about something this morning. I'm looking for this. So we wake up, we give God thanks and praise. We just have a little bit of garbage to take out today, so no worries. We not worry about nothing. Let us say muggy and rainy, unfortunately. Oh, wow. Well, at least the rain will cool it down. You know what I mean? The rain can cool it down if it's really muggy. So that's the good part of it. The rain will cool it down, you know? So that's very good right there. But when it's muggy and it just muggy like that and no little rain to even cool it down, you know? So that's where it lies right there. That's where it lies right there. But I'm doing good otherwise, you know, can't complain much. Can't complain much. Can't complain. Can't complain much. So you're here going on. Just get up and I was scrolling through not even Facebook, I'm not on Facebook. I was scrolling through YouTube and I think I get a glance of it on the news yesterday. I think it was yesterday. Oh, I have to put this stuff in here, so let me go put it and come back. I think I had a glance of the news yesterday or so, a couple days ago. But it didn't register with me yet. And I just want to say, whatever anyone is going through, please to take good care of yourself. Please to take good care of your health, your strength, you know, because peace is much more important than anything else that we will ever try to run down, you know, or what we're trying to portray. Peace gonna be the best daily dose for us, you know. Prior and find a friend, find a good person that you can talk to when things get difficult. You know what I mean? Because when things get difficult, you have to be out here. And you have to be out here. It's not easy, you know. I see where on the news this young lady end up take the life of her manager at McDonald's. Yes, her manager at McDonald's. And I'm saying, in this world we're living in, I don't know the circumstances surrounding anything. I was just doing Let's hear the news and then I see it all over YouTube. So I want to say, everybody out there, take a break if you think things are getting too overwhelmed for you. Please to take a break, because I think I said this before, that nobody will care about what they say to you and how they make you feel. But you are the one going to collect how people going to make you feel in any moment, heated moment or anything. So bear that in mind, that if you know you're struggling with any issues that nobody know of, whether your boss know of it, nobody know of it but you. You know what you're struggling with. You know how you were before things start happening to you. Yes, you have to pay attention to you. You know, even as mothers, after we have children, we weren't like this, who we always loud and vulgar sometimes, but after you're having children, your whole body changes. The whole development of just carrying a child into this world change you. You know what I mean? So you're not the same as you used to be when you didn't have a single child. You'll never be the same. Okay, you have the mama instinct, you have all kind of instinct up in you, and then even sometimes the way you talk to people can be so different. You know what I mean? And people will say, why she a go on so? How she a behave like that? You know, because you have added things that you take on to you, which is child rearing. You know, a lot of people say, yeah, I'm gonna have a baby, but a lot of baby comes with changes. Every child that's gonna come into this world is gonna come with changes. Sometimes it change you for good. Eh? It changed you to the point where sometimes you don't even like yourself no more, because you didn't go back to the way you were. You know what I mean? Some people have to do surgery to get back to where they need to get to. Some people have to start indulging different diets and stuff. Some people have to live on medication. Yes. Some people literally live on medication, even with preeclampsia. When you have preeclampsia, if you have a history of hypertension in your family or so, you will live on medication with hypertension. If you have hypertension, which is high blood pressure, right, you will live on medication. But if you don't have that history, known history, like me, I didn't have that known history, so they didn't give me any medication when I had preeclampsia. You know what I mean? They just let it play its course, and they said keep doing what I was doing, which is minding my own business, staying anything uncomfortable for me, I just walk away. If somebody be rude to me or so, I don't have to be rude to them. And I think a couple months back I was saying, people, I know life is not that easy, because I'm telling you, I'm living a lot. I'm dealing with a lot. But I said, I just me and my children, and a lot of time things tough. You know, it's tough to the point sometimes that you wanna cry and you can't cry. The tears flowing, but it's flowing inside, it's not flowing outside, which is externally. You know what I mean? And so much to deal with. You know what I mean? Turn around, babe. Turn around. Turn around the other way. So much to deal with. And when I heard the news that that young lady, a talented young lady, by the way, took the life of her manager because her manager sent her home. And I don't know whatever the discrepancy was or anything, regardless of that, it still don't give us no right at all. Come right here. Come right here. You gotta pee? Oh. It still haven't give us no right at all to take an innocent life. They might not be innocent because of what they did to you. But once you take a life, you know, we say innocent life. You know what I mean? Because it's hard. And yes, people at work, they look at 9 to 5, and you have to face with so much disrespect at times and everything. But one other thing I can say to you, if you know what you're going through, you know what you're going through. And that's why I say, even to my children, I said, if you don't face the wrath of mommy now, when you go, oh yes, when you go out into the world of work, it's going to be different. You're going to hear things that your parents never even say to you. You're going to even hear things that your mother never even yelled at you. Your mother never even screamed at you. And you're going to see other people screaming at you because of what? You know what I mean? You might not accustomed to these things because nobody prepped you, nobody prepared you. Because the workplace is not always going to be a nice place for you to go there and feel like, oh, it's your mother's house or something. No, it's a job. And you're going, people who they're going to put in authority, sometimes their mouth don't have no filter. You know, they're going to be so rude sometimes and so annoying at times, 'cause some of them can be so annoying. But you have to have a level of coping mechanism to say, you know what, I think I need to go home. Because once the person send you home, yes, I know it's your job and you got bills to pay. But they say, if we trust and believe in the Lord, He will make a way for us. You know, because when you listen to that voice, and I tell people all the time, there's a voice in people's head that's always, and if there's a voice, all right, let me hurry up, video, so you can keep it down in here. Open him up. Come on, open him up.
I'm not a kid, and the answer is 2.
Yes, I do this every morning for them to feed it. And there's a voice in people's head, and especially if they're not right, they're gonna be the voice is gonna be coming out more. Just like your intuition that directs you all the time. Ain't that a voice in your head? So that voice, they use the voice now that they heard and use it in the wrong way. You know, open him up, come on, cause I want to get out of here and stuff, and it's just so sad. You know, tone it down.
Here I come, Boogeyman. Did you know I'm
Okay.
really scared?
You know what I mean? So let me hurry up feed it so I can get out of here. So it is very sad. It is very sad. You know, I think I did a video once in McDonald's, and we were there getting something to eat. And I think I talked about this before. It's in a video of this young lady around the counter, and she was pregnant. She was probably about, I don't know how much month, probably about 4 months pregnant or so. I don't know. And the supervisor at the time, I don't know if she was I think she was the manager at the time of the shift. And she started, and custom, all of us was in the, we were ordering food, quite a few of us. And this lady went ahead and started yelling at that poor pregnant woman. And when I saw that, I was so distraught. I was like, young lady, are you okay? Is everything good? And I was there consoling the poor young lady. And she took it like a tramp. She said, I'm okay. I'm okay. And I know she was okay. The lady was telling her, why are you on my clock? Get off my clock. And she was literally yelling at that pregnant woman at McDonald's. And I'm saying, my Father, this is how we treat people?
Make me beat you up again. Get out of my way.
You can't treat people like that. That young lady was pregnant, and for whatever the reason is, they could have taken the young lady to the back of the building and say, excuse me, I need you to punch out now because you shouldn't be on the clock or something. In front, every customer, that poor young lady was being yelled at. And I remember,
keep it down.
Okay, hurry up and eat. Let me get out of here. Hurry up and eat. Sorry. You know, that's not fair.
I don't see Baldy.
You know, yes we have a sharp. Yes, we want to say when we're in control of anything, even when we're in control of our children, we have a sharp mouth, we have a witty mouth. But you know, many times sometimes you have to apologize to your children. So don't take it in the workplace and treat others like that. You know what I mean? I've been in several workplaces where I even help train people, and if I don't go to work, to train those people, they said, if you're not coming, I'm not going to work. And if I go there and I don't see you, I'm going to make a U-turn and go around. And I said, no, don't do that. But they said, this person always treating me bad, or this person treat me bad, or this person don't want to train me. You know what I mean? Listen, I am a woman, and I know when I'm ready, I can go all in. But I tell myself, if you don't disrespect me, there's no need for me to disrespect you. And a lot of people, I work here before in a lot of places where people call me, the owners are so call me stupid, foolish, you're an idiot. So sometimes people will say, oh, but all you need to go to, anybody know me, know I bust my shirt off when I'm working. So that's not even the case. Some people that have anger issues, and I think they need to be trained when they get in managerial position, trained correctly, that you can be the level at where somebody is. Because, you know, people coming from different walks of life, you don't know where they're coming from. Even that day when I look and see that pregnant lady was being yelled at, I remember I was working at this one job. I won't name the job. And I was working at this job, but it was a public job. And this guy was working there with me at the time. And I think he called me up my name him, you idiot or something, hey, you stupid. And a customer was on the outside. Hold on, Jalen. Sorry. And a customer was on the outside, stepped in, because at this time I was so new. And the customer stepped in and said, yo, bro, why are you calling the girl an idiot? The girl doing her job, she working her butt off for you guys. Why are you treating her like that? And I had to say, sir, it's okay, because that man was ready to go all in, defending me as the cashier. You hear me? So let me tell you something. People need to start to treat people right. If we don't start treat people right, we're gonna have a lifestyle that is gonna be very uncomfortable, because you think you're hurting somebody, then you're gonna hurt not only you but your children
What?
because of your mouth.
Quarter? What am I supposed to do with this?
I told you, I literally stand in McDonald's and see how that lady yelled at that poor pregnant lady in front of everybody. Listen to me. People will go off when you don't call them in a space to talk to them. I work with another boss, and I was working, I think I talked about this before, and I was working my butt off when nobody was there, everything. And just that day when that girl come to bully me. At this time, I wasn't even thinking of bullying, but now we learn bullying over here. Let's use it. Bully me because she thinks she was all that, and what she say goes in there. A lot of people used to come and leave. A lot of people used to go to the job and left the job, literally left the job. So people need to know how to treat people. Give me a second. Let me see who's that calling. I will call him back. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't know how to treat people. Yes, we are the subordinate for people, but my God, I've been in another job. I remember I find myself, I never cried like this before. I cried like a baby. Decent job. And I cried like a baby. They put me in this room and I didn't know they were all building up. I mind you, I was doing very well, minding my own business, doing what I gotta do. Right? And this young lady that we had just hired be friend with the boss because she called herself, she have how many years of experience or something. You see these roaches, you gotta be careful of them, man. I'm telling you, you have a lot of roaches out here. They don't want to see nobody strive for excellence. When I mean nobody, if they are the one, if you come in and you're doing better than them, or you're more active than them, or you're more knowledgeable than them, or you're more moving around, nobody want to help you. Everybody just want to tear you down. And I don't know what she started doing, and she and the manager started, the owner started gossip and everything. You know what I mean? And then she start go off and they put me in a room. And I even the cook, one day she asked me if I need something to eat. And I told her, no, I don't need anything to eat today. And that lady felt bad because I told her, no, I don't need anything to eat today. All that she hate me for. And I'm just there doing my job. If you offer me something and I say, no, I don't want anything to eat today, then she gonna say, oh, it's not what you say, it's how you say. Over food? So you would rather poison me than if I said I don't want nothing, so I could eat it. You know, let me tell you something. People need to know how to treat people. Yes, I'll keep it on. Finish eat the food then. Here you go. Finish eat it and I'll keep it. I won't take the remote. Come on. If you don't eat it, the remote will be taken. Guys, I tell you, I've been through it. But the good part of me is I walked away. That's the good part of me. You can't see me that. The good part of me was I walked away. It's not easy for everybody to walk away because everybody deal with stuff differently. No one size fit all. Only thing I'm gonna say, there is no way somebody's life should be lost because of our level of discrepancy. You know what I mean? And I remember they put me in that room and they were going all out on me, all out. And I'm like, what have I done? You know what I said to them in that room? So I'm saying you guys are not mature enough to come to me personally and say, hey, such and such. Then this lady, the one that we just hired, even me help hired her, because when they asked me to vet her and everything, I will never vet people wrong to get in a job. I said, listen, everybody, she have the knowledge and the experience and everything, and she coming in. That's what you're looking for. Her knowledge, her expertise to come and share what she known. Now, let me tell you something. She came in there, and one day we were even outside. All of us was outside, and I heard her say to another one that, you know what, I'm not going to stop till they fire her. But it never registered with me because, you know, when you're outside and so many of you out there, you can't know which is which. And I literally heard her say she's not going to stop until they fire her because when I'm out there and I'm doing all the best I can and everything, she feel intimidated by that. You know what I mean? So and some people don't require you to be yourself. Some people are haters. They will hate you for every little thing you do because they can't do it or they're not flexible. Listen to me, you should be learning from each other, not hating on other people. That young lady had a bright future ahead of her. Now she had to go to jail because of what she did. The only thing that you got to think, and I tell people all the time, when people going through something, you might not know, but when you see they get silent or so, help tap into what they're going through to see if there's anything, not to push them to the limit. And a lot of managers and bosses, they are not trained with mental health, nothing, and they need to start make sure those things are in the workplace because people treat people bad. I remember even the day I couldn't console myself. I was gonna drive home, guys, and I literally stood because you know what the boss told me that day after they called all kind of meeting and tried to chastise me. Yes, man, and something I cried so much I had hiccups. Could console myself. And I remember the young lady. There was this young lady they put in charge or something. She followed me to the bathroom. She was because I'm like, what? It's the things I was hearing, I could have been dead in that place and not know that I had so much enemies, so much devil was around me that want to see me not being successful. They were haters because I'm doing my job well. So sometimes people say, oh, but you weren't doing your job. That's not a problem. That's not between an employee and a worker. If you think somebody not doing their job well, you can say to the boss, let the boss monitor them. And if the boss don't come to you and say you're not doing your job well, the boss don't have a problem with you. But you see, some employee, they want favoritism. They want all the likes. And anything they got, I tell you all the time, anything some people got to do to step on other people, to flourish, they're going to do it. But you got to remember, that's not by God's grace. When you treat people wrong, that's not by God's grace you step that ladder up. You know what you're doing because you're evil. Your mindset is devilish. And you're stepping on other people and treat people bad. And you don't know where they're coming from, what walk of life. And because you think you're in position, you're going to treat people bad. Even a pregnant lady should never be no job and people call yelling after them like a dog in front of everybody. I thought when people give you the bigger position, I thought you know how to control things. I thought you know how to squash things. I thought you have some level of managerial skills up in there for you to say, or some emotional things attacking you to understand that, you know what, we're going to have different personalities in the workplace. And what they did to me at that job, I remember after she said, all right, I'm going to send you home. Mind you, I wasn't the one did anything. They're the one in there bullied me to the point, and they're in there. And even the boss would say, yes, you did that. Yes, you did that. And I'm saying, my God, when have I done these things to the, silent will get people lie on you. I can tell you that much. It's when you're quiet in our workplace, you don't have to do anybody anything. And if anybody out there can attest to this, let me know. How many times in your workplace and you're just going about your daily life doing what you're supposed to do? You might not go the pace as everybody else who looking attention, but you're doing what you're supposed to do. And people take it silent and say, oh, she don't engage with us. Oh, she don't talk to us. Those are the reasons. Because if you open your mouth, you get backlash. If you close your mouth, you get backlash. If you don't go to work, you get backlash. If you're doing your job, you still get backlash. People learn to appreciate other people. You're not the only one on the planet. I've been in a lot of jobs, and the way I see some people treat me, it took me a while to get over a lot of stuff. A while. I remember even say I'm going back in that area of expertise, and I fill out the application and I drop it off and I get the job, and just remember all that they did to me playing out in my head. I didn't even bother to take that offer because I just couldn't handle it no more. I'm a strong individual, but I'm remembering how these people have me in a room, me by myself with like 3, 4 people in there, and then the girl, I want you to chat to me, don't talk to me. This is supposed to be called quote unquote dealing with children. And when you talk to me, don't chat to me. Go away. I don't know why you're here. And go do your job. I said, excuse me. If my boss don't have a problem with me, why are you telling me to go and do my job? And the boss was in there and she never even say anything like that. The petty stuff that people will do to get you fired from your job. You know what I did? I called my VP, because we had a VP, and I called the VP. And I told the VP all that was happening. And I said, I need somebody to talk to, because I couldn't drive home like that. I would have crashed and killed myself. I would literally crash and kill myself. So I need somebody to talk to. So I got out the job, and the first thing my instinct said, call your VP. And I called my VP, and I talked to my VP. And he talked to me for probably about almost 2 hours or so. No, not 2 hours, but hour and a half or so. And when I tell you, I was in a temper. When I'm in temper, I was just crying, uncontrollable. Like, just temper. You get in temper and everything. And I'm telling you, let me tell you something. Some people, they need to start treat people good. And anybody you're going to have in managerial position, they need to be well trained. Because that level of disrespect, I've seen people disrespect poor pregnant lady at McDonald's, working at McDonald's. What you doing on my clock? Punch out, get out now. What? When do we hire dogs in workplace? Because I thought the last time we bark off of dogs, right? No, it's human being barked off though. People need to treat people better. You gotta treat people better. This world would be a better place, but some people who know what they're doing, they don't share their knowledge with people. They don't try to help people who they see struggling. You know what I mean? Sometimes people might not say they're struggling, but you could tell when somebody's struggling. And some of you wouldn't help nobody. You know what you do? You continue to contribute to their problem and think that's gonna be a part of the solution. I tell people all the time, be a part of the solution. Stop contributing to people's problem. And some of you are misers. You're in position and you abuse the position to treat people like slave, to talk to people any and anyhow, and expect people must sit there and sup it. But you have to say thank God for many of us who walked away peacefully. Because I tell you guys all the time, best thing to do when you were hired peacefully, so bear that in mind, to walk away peacefully. Because if you were hired peacefully, walk away peacefully. You can if you have a social media plan, you can always share what you're sharing, like what she did. She shared what she was sharing. But I'm saying, go back and turn around and go hurt somebody and take somebody's life. That's not going to cut it, because it's not going to help you in the end. You already come on social media, you make your point. You know what I mean? But people need to now this is going to start have a bunch of discussion now, because it's crazy. But that still don't justify why somebody should take somebody's life. But all the level of disrespect, I told you, a pregnant lady was working at McDonald's, and that poor supervisor, whatever, who supervised her, yelled at her in front of everybody. Every single body, including the customer, that I was one of the customer right there. I think I had a video on my YouTube channel, but she wasn't in there. I was just right there standing. I was saying, my God, this lady was just yelling at this young lady. It's crazy. You know, when we went to school to study, but you know who taught us something? The teachers. The teachers who know they have the expertise, and they taught us how to become a better person. You know, some of them are mean and insultive and disrespectful, but they taught us how to go out there. And they, I used to have a teacher said, even though what we're teaching you, that's not going to really prepare you much for the world, because when you go out there, you're going to see a lot of things in the world that you're going to have to deal with. And and that's why I say to my children, when I talk to my children all the time, I said to them, I said, listen to me. I'm not just going to give you sweet love all the time where you say, you so beautiful, you so handsome, you so cute, hey, come here, my son. Because when you go out into the world, you're not going to see any of those things every day. If you're not an effective person in your job, people gonna come at you, even when you're effective, because you know you have people who just randomly hate you for no reason. I've been in position where people say, how come she come and get this position and look how long we are here? Yes, you have people literally in the workplace, old and young. How come she get this position and look how long we are here? You have people like that in the workplace. You have a lot of misers. Even nowadays I've seen on the internet, you have social media now. And even on social media you can tell some people will never be happy for you. You will even tell them congratulations when they progress to the next level. And when it's your time to transition, you don't see those persons telling you congratulations because they think that you're going to take what's theirs. No, everybody, God give an ability to do what they're going to do. And if you need to be yourself, be yourself. But taking others with you and tearing down people and then feel like you are God sent and God don't send the other person, you are lying to people. It's like a master manipulator. You're manipulating people. You're brainwashing people to think that God is reigning on you, but God don't reign on nobody else. You're a master manipulator. I don't play all those games. I've seen a lot of things that I could talk about, but I can't. I just want to wait for the right time to talk about it. You know, we need to cut these things out. Treat people good. I've been in workplace. Right now, I know this young lady. She married and everything now. She's from another country, and when she came here, she speak little or no English. She used to say no English, no English. And I remember my boss came to me one day, and he said to me, I need you to train this young lady for me. I said, not a problem. But he said, but she don't speak English, so I don't know how you're going to get her to work. I said, don't worry, I got her. Because at the time, I had learned a little Spanish and everything. Nothing much to have a full-blown conversation. But you know, when you're doing something, if you want to do something, you can say dos. If it's three something, you point out what it is, and you say tres or cuatro, cinco, whatever, and then she will know the amount to go for. You know, and I have to be using sign language. Mind you, I don't even know if it was sign language, but I will point at this stuff and say, get like this, that, blah blah blah, and then demonstrate. I do a lot of demonstration, because if you can meet people by talking, you got to learn to meet people another way. You see what I'm saying? So, and I get her to work, and every time I go there and see her, she told, now she married and everything good for her and everything, she told her daughter one day, this is my teacher, she taught me how to do this job up till this blessed day. And that's over 4 years ago I left that job. Over 4 years I move on to something else. There was no discrepancy why I left that job, but it's over 4 years I left that job. But I go back and visit them all the time. You know what I mean? And she said, thank you for training me. I've been to other jobs before where the boss even come and say, you coming in tonight? I say, yes. Mind you, I don't get extra pay for that. You know what I mean? I don't get anything extra. So I go and they say, you coming in tonight? There's a young lady I'm going to train. And I said, okay, I'm coming in. And I trained the young lady. Young lady said, boy, thank you. And I trained her with every fiber in me, everything that I've known. I tell people, some people say, oh, I'm not training no one because they're going to take my job. I tell people, if my job is for me, no matter who you train, they won't take it from you. Because sometimes when people try to take your job from you, it's best to walk away, step away, take a break. Don't get worked up, because the boss can get to see who they are. The boss will get to see the culprit. But when you're there tag a war with people who want your job and say, oh, but I'm not training. No, train them. The boss can get to see them. But when you're standing in the midst of it, you are going to get the blame for everything, even when it wasn't your fault. Walk away. Walk away peacefully. You can always go back to your job when you walk away peacefully. They know now not to mess with you, because you might walk away. You understand? But they know you can do the job. There's a difference. They know not to mess with you when you walk away. Because you can always go back. If your boss wants you back, he can always call you back. If you want to go apply back for your job, and you can get your job if you choose to, depending on how dangerous they were with you. And I said, for weeks, days, months, listen, people need to know how to treat people. Stop being a vindictive. Stop being a manipulator. Things are hard out here. Everything is so hard out here. People will see you and they don't know you're talented. You can come here, you can't do anything. That means you can fix yourself up. And they will just assume what you're spending all these money in here, nails, clothes. Sometimes at the thrift store, you go twist it. Yeah, for $1, $2, how much or whatever it costs. $5, $2, $3. And you still look, it's not, they say it's not what you buy, it's how you wear it. you know. Just like washing clothes by hand. It's not even much the soap washing, but it's the strength and the effort you're going to put in washing those clothes. You're going to scrub the knees and all these, get the dirt out of it. We need to treat people better. And you have a lot of people out there. I used to be around somebody, and they used to work a job. And they said to me one day, we fire and hire, and if I don't like you, we just fire you. All those kind of mentality. Like, seriously? Good morning, WC. Good morning. How you doing? He said, literally, if I don't like you, I just fire you. I have another job that I used to be at, and I heard somebody else say it. Two persons I heard say that. They call themselves in position, and they said, if I don't like somebody, I can just go to the boss and the boss fire them. But you know whose business is going down? Whose business is going down? You think it's the manager that you're paying business is going down? It's your job going down, because sooner or later when you fire everybody because of this person, he don't like everybody. Control your temper. Remember, everybody got to hustle. Control that ego of yours. People got to hustle out here. Why you think you only are the only one need a job to take care of your family, and somebody else don't need a job to take care of their family? You know, people don't use their discretion in life, and that's why we are where we at right now. Because a lot of these mouthpieces are shoving people away from good things in life instead of training them. You know what I mean? Some people are going to be difficult, but at least take them off of your shift if you can't deal with them, because most jobs are shift jobs. Put them on a shift that they can deal with people. I have bosses that some people say, oh, it's a tip work you on. Some people say, I don't want to work with nobody else. I want to work by myself because I'm not sharing my tip. And every day I will be on my job when I go there, and I'm the one have the people them to train and share the tip. And then you know what? When they come and working and they new or son, they come working, they have over all the tip too. Me, I don't say nothing as long as I'm getting my paycheck, because I'm telling people, you see greediness, you see greed is a thing. And when you want all, you lose all peacefully. So I don't have to say, hey, you need to share this, or you need. No, I don't need to tell you all of that, because people are so greedy and hungry and thirsty nowadays that is unbelievable. Thank you, WC. Greed is getting so many of us nowadays. Some are we insulting the little man. Mind if you get somebody, and some people, the way they were raised with a level of disrespect and all these things, and some of them in the street raising themselves, so they catch themselves off the street and tell themselves they go and look at 9 to 5 or so. They're not. Listen, I know a job place is not a babysitting job, because a lot of people like to say, oh, this is not where we do babysitting and all these things. But that doesn't mean your mouth must disrespect people or insult people. Sometimes some people pick up themselves off the street, you know, like they were on the street and they literally find themselves. Remember they said when the negative thoughts are so calm, you have to find themselves. And some people literally, when I mean, they don't have to literally say be in the street, you know, if you understand. But if you say, I will put you on my TV while my phone charge. Okay, I can't connect, but I am here for you. Thank you so much, WC. But when you see people pick themselves up and say, you know what, I'm gonna go change my life around. Some people check themselves into rehab, come back to get a better job, or so they're not going into rehab for you to come back and yell at them and disrespect them. There's many different ways when you become supervisors, managers, or even if some people I have too much micromanagers in workplaces. A lot of them are in the workplaces. They're like helicopter mamas. You know, you helicopter over your kids, baga, 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 baga. Not everybody like that, but you have a lot of helicopters in jobs. A lot of them. And I would also say to people, when you have people in higher positions to deal with others, please make sure they have the proper training. Every once in a while, you as the owner popped in on their job. Maybe if you have to mask yourself up in a certain way to go check and see how these people are treating your employees. Because yes, even though you have your supervisors and you can be at one place at the one, but take a day, don't let nobody know you're coming, and check how these people are operating. When people was making assertion with me at my job, my VP said he came in one day because he said, no man, This can't be true. And he said he came in my job and sat there and watched me, and he never seen nothing that they were saying. They saw me doing my job. Because you have haters everywhere. I have people tell me, why did you get the lead position? Well, we were here a long time, and I don't want no little young girl to tell me what to do. You have people like that. Hello, good morning. Give me 1 second there. Let me just end this and come right back. 1 second. All right. Yes, family. Sorry, I gotta go. I might start the next one, but I have a meeting right now. All right. So treat people right, treat people good, and stop only think that because you're in position, you are better than anybody else. Help bring up the young people. Help train them. Help tap them, get them out their mindset, not push them further in their mindset because they were already in their mindset. Change your ways so you can make a better boss, a better supervisor, a better manager, and all the micromanagement need to be cut out in our job. All that need to be cut out. If you don't cut that out, we won't have good jobs nowadays. We're gonna have chaos like what happened at McDonald's. Okay. Until then, walk good. Bless up yourself, Fabian. We gotta go.